Hey, hey. Hi, how you all doing? It has been some time. If this is the first time that we're connecting, hi, my name is Ife Badejo and I hail from the beautiful island of St. Martin. If this is not your first time, thank you so much for tracking with me, for connecting with me. I know I randomly hopped on here. I just wanted to get on here and share some really amazing things with you. Now, first and foremost, let me tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God, right? Number one, it is the 1st of September, 2023. Woohoo! I'm so grateful. We have made it down to September. I'm grateful for September for a variety of reasons, but it is a big birthday month for me and my family. Aunts, uncles, cousins, myself, my closest friends, most of us are in September. And so we're going to make it a September to remember. And that being said, I wanted to share some things with you. Before I do, let me know where you're streaming in from. I see some of you coming on. Just give me a little shout out so I know where you are streaming in from. And I'll shout you out. Why not? I haven't done this in a minute. The summer and the past few months, actually from April to about last week, has been mind blowing. Um, so much has happened over those periods, but here are some highlights. So, highlight the International Leadership Visitors Program, which I was honored to be chosen to participate in the US. 6 cities, 21 days, 4 flights, learning everything about entrepreneurship, small business, and innovation development in the US. Mind blowing, and doing so with 19 other people from around the world, right? So, that's highlight number one. Highlight number two, Islandpreneur Live was a huge success. Shout out to all of my partners, to TELEM, to the Ministry of Finance, the Central Bank of Curacao and St. Martin, to the port. I know I'm going to forget somebody, but those are the top people that come to mind right now in this second. Thank you also to people who showed up, like Makisha Brooks from the Martin Development Fund, and Miguel DeWeaver and Jessica Rogers from the Economic Affairs Department. Thank you also, how can I forget, the U.S. Consulate of Dutch Caribbean, not only for being there, but for putting together so many different things leading up to that. Thank you also to some of the people that came from different locations, from Stacia, from Jamaica, to be in the room. And so that was Islandpreneur Live, right? Then we had, and trust you me, I'm going to give you those three easy strategies in a second. I just wanted to give a little bit of a recap and then give you some strategies and then let you know what is happening soon. Now, I don't know if my voice is low. My voice feels low. Hi, Auntie Louise, my auntie, my mommy. Oh, my second mommy. I love you. Um, so what else has happened? Then after Islandpreneur Live, we took the winners of the National Youth Pitch Competition. We took them to Atlanta for a week, and they went to Georgia Tech University, Georgia State University. They met founders. They met founders. They met all kinds of people. If you hear something in the background, that's fine. I hope, I'm not sure if you all are hearing me well. Anyhow, um, but they had so many different things that were happening in Atlanta. Founders, investors, museums, aquarium. They met with city officials, the whole nine. It was such a mind blowing experience. I'm still trying to recap that properly. And then after that was Canto, which I spoke at. I was a panelist for Canto, the Caribbean Association for National Telecommunication Organizations. That was in Miami. And then after that, I recently went to the FinTech Summit, which was an invite only event hosted by MasterCard. It was amazing to see so much Caribbean greatness in the rooms of Canto and also the FinTech Summit. But especially for FinTech, since we're trying to help or figure out how we're going to solve this online payments problem. Um, or also to just see what kind of solutions exist, where the limitations are, and all the other stuff. So, that being said, it is September. It is a birthday month. My Aunt Louise is the 14th. I'm the 15th. And then my aunt, um, who's in Nigeria now, I believe, she's going to be coming over to Atlanta. She's the 16th. And then there's a whole bunch of people before that and after that. Like, it's a whole thing. From the beginning to the end, September is our month. And that being said, it should be your month too, because you still have enough time in the year to really scale your business and set yourself up for 2024, which is what we will be doing. And I'm going to tell you about what some of the things you can expect happening as soon as November. And some I'm going to surprise you all in September because it's my birthday month. I want to give you some surprises. So here are three strategies. One, two, three. Three easy strategies for you to go global. And this is going to sound really, really simple, but you would be surprised how many people don't do this. So strategy number one, get you a domain and get you some form of a website. So whether that is you connect your domain to a landing page, and there's so many different tools out there. There's Wix, there's Weebly, there's if you don't want to learn WordPress, which is more of a learning curve, you have all of these different tools out there that is literally drag and drop. And then you go to GoDaddy or whichever is your hosting preference, and you pay, I don't know, $20 for the year. And you have a domain. Now, the reason why a domain is important, and for those of you that don't know what a domain is, www dot whatever it is a domain. The reason why that's important is because that's digital real estate. If what did you say? Yes, I said it. It is digital real estate. So for us, it's www.islandpreneur.co. CO, there's no M. And so it's digital real estate. Why is that important? Is because when people go ahead and they Google you, yes, your social media is going to come up. Yes, all of that is going to happen. But if you don't have a website, it feels like you are not legitimate. Even if you're a speaker, even if you're a fashion designer, even if you're a student that's trying to get a job, and you can use that website as your resume, for example, whatever you do, get you a www.whateverelse.com. It could be your name, it could be the name of your business, it could be a tagline that you like, it could be an action you want people to take. Now, there are limits to this. This is not something that you can't put, www.drugdealer.com. It's not a good look. Besides the fact that it will cause all kinds of other bells to go off, and you would have different other challenges on the back end, and if you want to build this out. But you want to make sure that you have a digital real estate. You want to get your house, you want to get your plot of land on the World Wide Web, which is what the www stands for, because that sends a signal to the world, one, that you are present, that you actually exist. Two, when people, hey, Edsel, happy belated, you're good? When people are Googling you, that is probably going to show hi, right? Now, I'm not going to go into the whole thing about search engine optimization and all of that. That can be a whole masterclass by itself. However, you want to have your URL. So that's number one. Number two, again, these things are simple, these things are easy, but you would be surprised how many people don't do this. Get you an actual email. Ife, what do you mean? I have my Black China Hot Stuff 1922 at hotmail.com, and I've been using it for the past 10 years. Mademoiselle in 2023 moving forward, or Mr. in 2023 moving forward, or however you identify in 2023 moving forward, your black hot stuff, Black China 1922 hot self at hotmail.com is not going to attract the people on a global scale. They are going to be like, you're not ready. You're not ready to have a real conversation. It sends the wrong signals. So when people are looking for different kinds of loans, or they're looking for even a job, there is what they audit your digital presence. And what that means is they look for, what does your social media look like? They look for what your website looks like if you have one. And then they also look at your email address. And it's not like they look at it with great time and effort. They go like, oh, black hot stuff, sexy chocolate, China? No, she's not serious for this job. She doesn't align with our brand. She goes to the back of the pile. But contact at ifebadajo.com. Okay, she's serious. Or even if it's just your name, Ife Badajo, I prefer Gmail for a variety of reasons. That is something that you want to use. So the first thing is to get your URL. It is digital real estate. And your email address is like a business card. It says something about you. So your hot, sexy Black China email. And no shade, no offense to whoever has that actual email. I just made it up in my head, or at least thought I did. I may have seen something like that come across sometime, and it's in my subconscious. I don't know. But you want to make sure that you have an email that says something that you're serious. And that usually is attached to the URL. So we have islandpreneur.co. And our email is hello@islandpreneur.co. We chose hello because we want to be very friendly. It's a nice, it says something, it's a business card. So it says that we're approachable, that you can contact us and all of that. Info is fine as well. It doesn't have to be anything too, complicated. You can also use your name, you can use me, depending on what you're using that particular URL for, right? So second thing is to have you I don't want to say legitimate, because it means that all the others are illegitimate, but have an email address that has your URL in it, because it also shows consistency. It shows that you're serious. It shows that you're ready for the next level. People pay attention to these things, especially in the global scheme of things. Okay. And particularly if you are looking for a job, or if you're looking for clients as an entrepreneur, you want to have the kind of consistency that makes them feel comfortable that you are a real person, that you're not a robot, that you're not a scammer, that you are aligned with their values, that you take this serious. So that is why that is so important. I can't emphasize that enough. Now, Ife, how do I get one of those email addresses? Easy. You can go to Google and go to Gmail and order their Gmail suite. You will need, I believe you will need a US address for it. But nonetheless, I think you pay something like $12.50 for each email address. I think that's how that goes. And then when you purchase the email address with Gmail or with the Google Suite, then you get things like forms and all these other tools that you can use to help scale your business, build your business. You get access to a whole bunch of other things that are really cool tools that you could use to really take your business to the next level, right? So first and foremost, let me start typing some of these things in so that you got it. I want to make sure that you have it, that you got it, right? So the number one easy strategy, I'm telling you, this is easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Easy strategy is, and I'm typing this live, you could probably hear in my computer, is to get you a domain, i.e. www dot whatever dot, right? So get you a domain. I put whatever there because whatever you choose, .u is whatever you also choose. There's so many different endings. And so I have friends who are like, Ife, why didn't you use co versus com? Why didn't you use org? Why didn't you use SX? Um, all of that speaks to how international you want to go, what game you want to play, who do you want to attract, right? So we do have, and true story, this is to show you how important your digital real estate is. True story. Are you ready for story time? Can I tell all your story time? You got a few minutes for story time? Yeah? Okay, cool. Story time. I started out with islandpreneur.com. I had bought that in 2020. Um, just as we were gearing up for the Islandpreneur Live, I wanted to get islandpreneur.com. At the time, the company that we were working with in Curacao to help us with our website helped us to put all the information together. I had created a whole big digital file and put together all the website pieces, showed them kind of what it is that I wanted. They delivered. It was awesome. I did some of the back office from the form perspective. It wasn't a paid event, it was a free event. So people had a simple form to do. And the tool that we used could also indicate from where in the world they were registering from and actually gave us a global map. So it was wonderful, awesome. The following year, I'm gearing up for Islandpreneur Live 2021, and um, and I think I only bought a year because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the real estate, right? So I only leased the property for a year, um, and so I think I missed the renewal period, and so now I'm going back to get it, and it's taken, and I go like, what? Huh? Excuse me? Taken? Who dare takes islandpreneur.com? And so islandpreneur.com was squatted for an extraordinary period of time. They asked for much more money than I paid for when I initially got it, like 1,000% more. Um, and so I said, you know what? Cool. I'm going to have islandpreneur.co, and we also have islandpreneur.net, and we are wrapping up the issue with islandpreneur.com. So, note to self, do not follow my lead. One, when you purchase these things, make sure that you have it on schedule whenever it needs to be renewed so that it never goes down, and that you always have it because it is digital real estate. And so, number one was get you your domain. Number two, make sure that you have an email that is connected to that domain because when people look for you online, those are the things that they're looking for. Okay, so number three. What's the number one? Let me see if y'all paying attention. Who's paying attention here? Number three. Number three is that you show up consistently. So, why is that important? Because, again, when people are dealing with people online, we don't know who's a robot, we don't know who's a scam, we don't know we don't know who's behind the screen, whether it's your phone screen or your laptop screen. And so you have to build trust. And that's why all of these things are also important. So building trust looks like in the digital world, you have a URL, you have an email that is connected to the URL. So we have hello@islandpreneur.co, that those things are consistent. It's not Black China, sweet, sexy thing, 1982 at yahoo.com. It's not that. It's hello@islandpreneur.co. Um, and then that you're consistently showing up and putting out information and that they get to see that you are a real person or business. So if you don't want to be the face of your business, that's fine. That's an option that many people choose. But then their business shows up consistently on social media. And so in social media world, it's also important to have the same continuity that you would find from your website. So, in our world, how we see it as consumers, we go social media, then website, then email. But from a producer's perspective, from you being online and want to attract an international audience, either because you're looking for a job, you're looking for a client, you're looking to grow your network, it is the opposite way. It is website, email, social media. Now, the social media will drive people to your website. Your website should drive people to your email, but you want to have the first two set up because the minute you start posting on social media, then you have the funnel in place for them to come and connect with you. Because what will happen is if you do it this right, they'll go to social media, then they'll go to your website, they'll learn more about you there. Your services, what you're offering, who are you? And actually, what they're doing is they're fact checking. Is this person in alignment with their social media? So if your social media is all about seduction and you shaking your thing and doing all of that, if that is your social media, and then when they go to your website, you want to be taken as a big corporate executive, that may not be in alignment, and so that may cause distrust. So if you are, and there's not saying that one is better than the other, but if your brand is about lingerie and seduction and all of that, then your website might need to be in alignment with that. But if you want to do more corporate work, um, get you a corporate job, things of that nature, then your social media has to also align with that. And let me tell you, whether you're looking for a loan, whether you're looking for a job, whether you're looking for a client, everyone will investigate your social media. Everyone. So you want to make sure that you are at the right place, showing up in the right way so that you can get where you need to go, right? And so that's why oftentimes, and in fact, many of the social media platforms right now, if it goes too left, they will shut down your account. So you don't want to do anything that's too crazy any which way. But you want to make sure that you are showing up in the way that you want to be addressed, in the way that you want to move forward. And so those are three easy strategies, guys. That's it. One, get your URL, get your domain name. It is your digital real estate. It will go up in value if you do it right. Because I promise you, I ended up having to pay a lot more money than I paid initially because I didn't take care of the lease agreement properly for my digital URL, for my digital real estate. Two, have you an email address? It also breeds consistency. It shows that you are, and when I say a email address, an email address that is in alignment with your URL. These are the easiest things that you could do that tells the world, I'm ready. I'm ready for what you got. I'm here. I'm good to go. Because how else would they know? And then, of course, your social media. And so make sure that your social media also is consistent. And the overall theme, or the underlying theme, rather, is that you are consistent. You're consistent with the messaging on your URL, email address, and social media. Those three things are the easiest strategies to get you going global. Ife, how do you know this? Because from the minute I had www dot and from the minute I had hello at islandpreneur.co, and from the minute I took my social media more seriously and I've invested in that, then people from all over the world started reaching out to me differently. From the minute they see my business card or my digital business card and they see that everything is in alignment, they take me seriously. And so, and then people from all over the world want to know, well, what do you do? Because they see that I have invested in me and invested in the business, invested in what it is that I want to put out there. And it's small investments. I mean, your URL again is going to cost you $20 maybe for a year's contract. If you do multiple years, you might even get it cheaper. Your URL is about under $20. Sorry, your email address is under $20. Your social media is free. What's the excuse? You spend more money on food. So it's up to you, right? Um, so those are three easy strategies. There are others, but I thought those were some of those that I see consistently with islandpreneurs and with the different people that I serve, especially those in startup mode. But you would be surprised. There are people who've been in business for X amount of years and they still have a hotmail.com account. Um, you need to put yourself out in the world differently. And the minute that you do that, people take you differently and they're willing to pay more because they see that you've made the investment. So that's it for now. If there's any other global tips that you want to know about, like how do I reach a global audience? Um, how have I been able to connect with people from all over the world? I am open. Everyone keeps on asking me those questions, but I want to know from you what you want to know, and then I will start sharing more content based on what you want to know. If you said, Ife, we want to know more about this online payments. Oh, yes, let me give you some updates on the online payments before I head out. So totally forgot. Mind blown. Um, if you are on Saint Martin or in the Dutch Caribbean, there are still some options. The wider Caribbean has a similar challenge, but I was really excited about what I saw at FinTech Summit, right? So at the FinTech Summit in Bahamas for MasterCard, there were a lot of different things happening. And in the Bahamas, there's several different FinTech companies that are doing the thing, like the thing. So what we'll be doing is we're going to put together a document that you get as a gift from us to you, and it will like have some of the stuff on the market that works for here, some of the things that are working in other islands, and then you'll also get a list of some of the people that I suggest that you can go ahead and connect with if you need a team of experts to help you really scale your business. So that is a gift from us at Islandpreneur to you. We're finalizing that. You will get that before the month is out. So I told you I got some surprises for you, and that's one of them. So you'll get more information on that. I think up to last night, somebody pulled me aside, Ife, what's going on with these payments? I need to get paid online. So we have some solutions, and we have tested more than, over the years, we've tested more than 100 payment solutions. We know what works. We have relationships with some of them already. We're growing other relationships with others. Payments mean different things to different people. And so you need to make sure that you're connected to the right options. So we have those that we will be just highlighting some of the ones that we know for sure work and some of the ones that are in the market. Um, and of course, we want you to connect with Sen, the Sen app. That was launched at Islandpreneur. If you don't have access to the Sen app, which is a St. Martin, made for St. Martin e-wallet type app that allows you to do Cash App and Venmo type capabilities, it's still in beta form. So disclaimer, it's still in beta form, but they are doing everything they can to make sure that it is in full launch mode coming up soon. So here are some of the announcements. One, you need to go ahead and get that app. In fact, that app was revealed, right? So it's a Simatin, its own payment solution that was done in partnership with the Ministry of Finance and CXPay. So you want to get that. If you don't have access to it, email me, connect with us, connect with Islandpreneur, we'll get that to you ASAP, right? Right now, again, it's in beta form, so you need to test it out, test it with friends, see how it works, and give as much feedback as possible, because that is going to allow it to be ready on time. So that's one. Two, the other thing that's coming up is, drum roll please. Yay! So Martin Financial Literacy Month. Oh gosh, this has been a project. We've been wanting to launch that since March, and then we said, okay, we're going to do it in August, and then we decided, you know what? A week is not enough for what it is that we want to do. So, in partnership with the Ministry of Finance, it is a whole month, and that is the month of November. So, from November 1 to November 30, well, across the month, there are different things that will be happening. If you want to improve your budgeting skills, if you want to learn more about how to create wealth, if you want to know more about fintech solutions, if you want to know more about taxes, all of that is going to be concentrated in that month. And within that month, we are also doing Global Entrepreneurship Week as we normally do, and the National Youth Pitch Finals, which is going to be the biggest hoorah for the month. So I am very excited about that and the young people that is happening. You want to stay close to us for that. So the Math and Financial Literacy Month is November. Get out your device, get out your agenda, put November, open up the event, November, SXM FinLit Month, Financial Literacy Month. We are super excited. We have amazing partners that are going to make this a huge success. Also, big shout out to Computech and to SMDF for being partners for some of the programs that we did over the summer, and especially with the National Youth Pitch Competition, Bureau for Intellectual Property as well. I think I forgot them earlier, but yeah, Bureau for Intellectual Property has been an amazing partner over the years and has supported us with the Islandpreneur Live as well as the National Youth Pitch Competition. We still need more partners. So if the National Youth Pitch Competition is your cup of tea, we still are onboarding partners at this time to make sure that it is done at level 10, because the first one was so good, we have to 10x it this year. We're very, very excited. And part of that includes, this is for secondary school students. So all the adults, I know you guys are like, Ife, when are you going to do something like that for us? It's coming. But young people first. So it's happening with secondary school students. Application is still open. It ends next Sunday, so get that out as soon as possible. And I think that's it for now. Yeah. So guys, I gotta go. I got to do things today. Today's the first, and I got some things to do. But I love y'all. I'm so happy that you all are part of this journey. Thank you so much for the consistent encouragement. Y'all to show me some extra love, and you have no idea how much on some days I needed extra, and on every day I need it, just because it's a good reminder that I'm doing the work that I'm supposed to do. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I'm going to be on more often. I promise I'm going to be on more often. But Samaritan Financial Literacy Month is in November. Remember the 3 strategies: URL, email address that is connected to your URL, and your social media that is in alignment with your business, with what it is you want to achieve. 3 easy strategies, nothing too fancy. Okay? Alrighty, guys. Love y'all. Bye.